Hi everyone, welcome to Sidewalks Entertainment. I'm Veronica Castro, and here with me is the talented singer and actress Melanie Marshall, and you're in the play Fela.
Yes. Hello.
How exciting. I kept hearing about this Broadway musical, and it's such an exciting experience for you, I can imagine.
It's a wonderful, entertaining, amusing. You will laugh, you will sing, you will cry, you will be educated. You will come out of there, I can assure you, always wanting to find out more about Fela Kuti. He was a singer-songwriter, political activist who was very much helped by his mother, the role that I played, Fumalayo and Nikolapo Kuti, who wanted to make sure that the voiceless of Nigeria had a voice, either through her and especially through him. And because of his wonderful music, which is called Afrobeat, I can assure you, you will not be able to sit there and just sit there.
Right.
You'll want to move, you want to dance, you want to sing along, because the energy from that stage, once that ensemble and once Fela and once the band get going, is absolutely inescapable.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, and it's amazing how music can just impact you and influence you.
Yes.
And I'm wondering about your experiences and how music has touched you and sparked your interest in this whole endeavor of yours in the entertainment industry.
Well, I always say that when I was 6 years old, my parents, who had come from Barbados over to England, which is where I'm from, they had a musical background in that my dad went to his church choirs.
Oh, wow.
My mum, when she came over to England, decided that she wanted to play the piano, learn to play the piano. I have an older brother, Wayne Marshall, who's a pianist and conductor and organist in his own right, and he took up the piano. My dad would go along and have private singing lessons, and I would tag along with him. I thought, oh, I quite like the sound of that. Excuse me. And I have a younger sister, Louise, who is also a singer, songwriter, and arranger in her own right. And so the three of us are in this business somehow. But when I was 6 years old, I did my first solo concert. And I remember looking out at those 3,000 people and not feeling scared, just feeling excited. And just knowing that this is what I wanted to do. Wow. And let's roll on several years later. Not only am I still doing that, but I'm now in this fantastic country doing probably the best role I have ever done.
Wow, that is amazing. And now you've had experiences on both sides of the Atlantic performing this.
Yes.
Like, what have been some of the differences in the reactions for the audiences?
I think I can honestly say that London audiences are very reserved. We are very reserved in that we like to sit, we like to watch, and then we go crazy at the end. Here in America, you are crazy from the very beginning, and I love that because that energy is then passed from the stage to the audience and back and forth and so forth. Right. And every single audience is different. But every single audience is very, very vociferous and very, very absorbent. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have been to the show who have never been to a theatre before. You get a lot of that. And so for this to be their first experience, especially of a black show, a very black, exciting show, is wonderful. But not only that, we are carrying the legacy of a true story. Mm-hmm. This is not Porgy and Bess. This is not Oklahoma. These are real people who we are portraying. Mm-hmm. And I say this to the cast as well. Don't forget, we are carrying the legacy and the history of real people.
That's right.
And so to bring that on stage every night is a huge responsibility.
Right. Well, and I can see that there's pressure. There could be pressure in playing this role as well. Do you feel any pressure? Or what are the challenges of playing this role?
Not pressure at all.
Okay.
No, it's a great deal of pride.
Right.
Because if you can imagine playing a woman who was a very strong, strict, no-nonsense feminist who did absolutely what she knew needed to be done for the Nigerian women, especially the women who were being either downtrodden or perhaps being charged the wrong percentage, let's say, for their goods that they were selling at the market, for example. Right. She was also the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria. She was on first name terms with all of the black leaders in Africa.
Wow.
First woman to visit China. She did so many things. And to have a child that she could then say, do you know something? He is the one who I'm going to challenge all of my political energy. He is the one that needs to speak up for the people who don't have a voice.
Right.
And to have that courage to do that is wonderful. And to do it through music, because he was not a violent person.
Right.
And so Afrobeat, which is the name of his,
That's right.
the style of his music, which is very infectious, and I liken it to a huge pot. A huge pot that you add you have a little bit of oil, and you put your onions and your garlic, and then you put your meat and your vegetables, and then you get your sauces. And it's one of those things that you just want to keep tasting all the time.
Right.
Because it just gets better and better and better the more you add to it.
Yeah.
So as he grew up, the more genres of music that he came across would be added to this. And it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Well, I can see that it's very much in you. The spirit is in you with Fela. And I'm also curious about your ensemble today.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is a dress. I met this very lovely lady called Mariamo in Los Angeles.
Okay.
She is from Sierra Leone in West Africa, and she designs these fabulous, fabulous dresses.
That's beautiful.
And it's called Sumiyama Designs. If I got that wrong, please don't sue me.
Okay.
But Mariama.
Awesome.
Yes.
We'll find out more about her. We'll have her on our site.
Yes, yes,
Well,
definitely.
thank you so much, Melanie.
Thank
it was
you.
Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
I wish
you,
we
Veronica.
could spend more time with you.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.